Imagine this: a fighter who once stood at the top of the UFC, battered and bloodied from years of fights, now stands on a podium ready to face a new kind of opponent: politicians. Yes, Conor McGregor, the man who once dominated the octagon, is now eyeing the highest office in Ireland. But how did we get here? And more importantly, how will someone known for knockouts and trash talk handle the cutthroat world of politics? This isn't about fame or wealth. McGregor has had both in abundance. No, this is about a man who believes he can shake up the system and lead Ireland with a bold, fearless vision. As McGregor says, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Moving from the octagon to politics is not at all typical, perhaps his toughest battle yet. Though only time will tell, one thing is clear: McGregor is prepared to shock us all once more, and the world is watching. Conor McGregor's story begins in Dublin, Ireland, as a humble plumber with a passion for fighting. But that passion took him from local clubs to UFC stardom. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming the first fighter in UFC history to hold 2 championship belts at the same time, an unparalleled feat. He became a legend, not just for his victories, but for his brash personality, charm, and unmistakable confidence. McGregor, though, was not happy to merely be a fighter. He debuted his own whiskey brand, Proper No. 12, in 2018, and it became a commercial triumph, bringing in millions. His fighting drive matched his entrepreneurial energy, confirming him as more than just a sports person. But McGregor's journey hasn't been all victories. From legal troubles to public outbursts, he has seen it all. His infamous 2018 bus attack, assault charges, and bar brawls painted him as a man constantly battling demons. These controversies made many question whether he could ever find redemption. McGregor's present political aspirations are framed by this mix of success and challenge. This man has seen the extremes of public scrutiny as well as the height of worldwide success. These past events, both his successes and his controversies, now help to prepare him for the difficulties that lie ahead as he moves into politics. Now, McGregor has heard the call to a different kind of fight: politics. He's made it clear that he believes Ireland needs a strong leader to take on corruption and overhaul the system. He claims the country is broken, and he is the man to fix it. McGregor underlined in one of his Twitter entries that Ireland needed a strong man to cut through the corruption afflicting the nation. In a December 2023 tweet, McGregor outlined his frustration with the political landscape, criticizing long-standing Irish politicians like Gerry Adams, Bertie Ahern, and Enda Kenny for their deep-rooted affiliation with political parties. He positioned himself as a fresh, non-partisan alternative, saying, "Or me, 35, young, active, passionate, fresh skin in the game. I listen, I support, I adapt. I have no affiliation, bias, favoritism toward any party." He's already shared his vision, one that calls for tough immigration policies, a crackdown on crime, and a focus on revitalizing Ireland's economy. The fighter-turned-politician is adamant that his skills in the octagon will translate to the political arena. So, how has Ireland reacted to this bold new chapter in McGregor's story? The revelation of Conor McGregor's presidential bid rocked Ireland and sharply split public opinion. Advocates of McGregor see him as a strong, unusual leader who can provide the political scene with much-needed transformation. Many of these supporters view him as a voice for the average man because of his rags-to-riches narrative and magnetic demeanor. Fans of McGregor have commended him on social media for challenging corruption and supporting small businesses. Comparable to other populist leaders worldwide, his appeal, especially to the younger, working-class population, has been likened to either Donald Trump or Jair Bolsonaro of Brazil. But McGregor's contentious background makes his candidature divisive. Critics, including well-known political analysts and Irish reporters, have voiced grave questions regarding his qualifications for office. His past legal problems, including public altercations and assault charges, have raised questions about his credibility and demeanor. Critics often point out that McGregor lacks the maturity and discipline needed to run a country. One analyst in an op-ed for the Irish Times asked whether his bombastic approach and combative demeanor would translate well from the octagon to the political arena. Public opinion is divided. Some see McGregor as a breath of fresh air, while others worry his combative style may do more harm than good in the political arena. But as any fighter knows, your toughest opponent is often yourself. Conor McGregor's campaign isn't just about the future of Ireland, it's about confronting his past. McGregor's legal troubles, including high-profile bar fights, assault charges, and allegations of misconduct, are a shadow hanging over his bid for office. The infamous 2018 bus attack, where he hurled a dolly through a window, injuring UFC fighters, made headlines worldwide. Even after settling with authorities, this event left a lasting scar on his public image. Then came the allegations of sexual misconduct in 2019, which, while eventually dropped, added to his growing list of controversies. His temperament, quick to erupt in public brawls, has many questioning whether he possesses the discipline and decorum to lead a country. But McGregor hasn't shied away from acknowledging his faults. In interviews, he's admitted to making mistakes and vowed to rise above them. His charitable efforts, such as donating over €1 million to Irish hospitals during the COVID-19 pandemic, show a different side of him, a side committed to giving back. Still, the question remains, can Ireland move past McGregor's troubled history? Is redemption enough to win over voters? Or will these old wounds prove fatal to his political ambitions? If elected, McGregor's presidency would be a game-changer for Irish politics. Known for his direct and unapologetic style, McGregor has hinted at reducing government bureaucracy, cutting taxes for small businesses, and increasing job creation. His experience as a successful entrepreneur, from proper No. 12 whiskey to his UFC empire, suggests he'd champion policies that favor bold economic moves and less red tape. His stance on national security, with proposals like the Ireland Protect Task Force, signals a presidency focused on tightening borders and tackling immigration issues. While this populist approach could resonate with working-class voters, critics worry it might strain Ireland's relationship with the EU and other nations. Now, as McGregor steps into the political ring, he faces his most formidable battle yet. The 2025 election campaign promises to be nothing short of a slugfest. McGregor faces a field of political veterans, including Sinn Féin's Mary Lou McDonald and Fine Gael's Leo Varadkar, each with years of experience in government. Despite his outsider status, McGregor's presence is undeniable. His charisma and media savvy have helped him dominate headlines and social media feeds. But his biggest challenge will be convincing voters that he's more than just a celebrity candidate. To win, McGregor needs to expand beyond his core base of supporters, mainly young, working-class Irishmen, and appeal to a broader audience. He must demonstrate that he has a clear, actionable plan for Ireland's future, beyond the tough talk and promises of change. Will his sharp tongue and larger-than-life persona help him in televised debates? Or will his opponents expose his lack of political experience? And can McGregor, who has never been one to shy away from a challenge, rise to the occasion when it comes to the complex, nuanced world of politics? The final fight for Ireland's future is set, but whether McGregor can deliver a knockout punch remains to be seen. As Conor McGregor steps into this new political arena, The question remains, will he be able to knock out his opponents like he did in the octagon? Or will the world of politics prove to be an entirely different beast? One thing's for sure, just like in his UFC days, McGregor is never short on bold moves. And if history tells us anything, he's not afraid to tear down what stands in his way. So, will he be tearing apart political rivals in the same way? Or will the political arena demand more than showmanship? The final battle is yet to come. Comment an Irish flag if you think McGregor has a chance. Subscribe now to discover the next worldwide business moves. The moves no one talks about.